Clifford, the 1994 Martin Short comedy vehicle, is a special film. It's the story of a mischievous 10-year-old boy who wreaks havoc on the lives of all adults around him. Some people love it, some people hate it. Very, very few people fall in the middle. And those who love it for the same reason that those who hate it, hate it. The 10-year-old Clifford is played by a then 40-year-old Martin Short.
But I don't know what you're talking about. Perhaps you were just having a nightmare about your early days in the circus.
For some people, this is hilarious. For others, this is creepy. And wherever you stand on the issue, you are right. As I grew older and my knowledge of the film industry grew, I began to question the final elements of this film. Is this the movie we were meant to see? Recently, I found some answers. Probably all the answers I will ever get. So we're going to look at the unmaking of Clifford.
I'm gonna go to dinosaur world! I'm Larry, the scary Rex. I'm a scary dinosaur. Don't be scared, I'm a shark teeth, and my mighty, mighty roar.
Right off the bat, let me tell you, there is not a lot of available production insight into this bizarre financial flop of a movie. It was shot around 1990, and after the reshoot rodeo, its distributor went bankrupt. Clifford sat on a shelf until 1994, when its new distributor dumped it on the streets like the unwanted child Clifford is. Nearly all the production information you will hear from me, even when it's not directly quoted, was gleaned from the April 2021 Vulture article, Look at Me Like a Human Boy, by Rob Turbovsky.
Look at me like a person. You can't do it for more than a few seconds. Look at me like a human boy.
My apologies, Rob, if I just massacred your last name. If you are interested enough to watch this video, go read that article. It features interviews with many of the cast and crew and covers so much more than I'll be doing here.
He said that you were a simple-minded moron.
Sarah's father called me a moron?
A simple-minded moron.
Clifford is the brainchild of writers Steve Kampman and Will Aldous. The idea was to do a comedy take of the 1956 evil child movie The Bad Seed. The idea was sold to Orion Pictures, but immediately they had a problem child. They feared this competing film would be too similar. To set their movie apart, Steve Kampman had the idea of adult Martin Short playing the troublesome 10-year-old. Even at these early stages, many involved were unsure. Mark Platt, then president of production at Orion Pictures, stated, "That's either the greatest idea in the world or the worst idea in the world." A screen test was done with Martin Short as Clifford and Steve Kampman as Uncle Martin.
I say you're the bestest uncle in the whole wide world.
All right, Clifford, let go, Clifford. Clifford, let go, Clifford, let go. And while I'm at it, will you don't say bestest anymore? It really gets on my nerves.
Whatever you say, Uncle
I
Martin.
can't say whatever you say, Uncle Martin, because that's when something really bad usually happens. Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
Okie dokie.
Confidence soared, and the movie was greenlit. Steve Kampman was set to direct. Creative differences reared its ugly head, and Paul Flaherty took the reins. Kampman and Aldous used pseudonyms in the final film. After that, the production seemed to have gone smooth. But post-production is where things went belly up.
I say I'm the happiest boy in the whole wide world, Uncle Mental Case.
I'm the mental case. But you're the one in the straitjacket.
Yes, but I imagine when they put you in yours, they'll need a much larger one, sir.
As I grew older and revisited Clifford, I recognized a strange imbalance within the film. Sometimes it felt like a moralistic family film.
Now, what seems to be the problem?
You got them to land the plane, you won, and you got what you wanted.
Yes, but I risked the lives of a couple of hundred people.
Uncle Martin had forgiven me, and that single act of kindness changed my life.
I'd really have to go a long way to match you, but I won't.
Why is that, son?
I want people who like me.
Mission accomplished, old friend.
Other times it felt like an edgier adult film.
Uh-oh. Looks like Daddy's gonna have a big stroke.
And then he'll be talking like that.
Oh, I swear to God.
Clifford!
The lake girls copy the movement of animals.
The last time I saw him, he was counting the money that he was given in the men's room.
You pervert!
Ah!
This is Martin Daniels. I've got a bomb.
I got on a train to run away, but a person tried to touch my no-no special place. And then when I got back, there were bikers here, and they tied me up, Uncle Martin. And then they told me stories that they do on their bikes. Some of them were fun, but some of them were scary.
I love kids and kids love me.
Shut up!
Then, one fateful day, I noticed, in the ending credits, the additional photography credits. In the film industry, the crew does not stick around after principal photography is done. They move on to another job. If a film calls for reshoots, they don't always get their original crew back, hence the additional photography credit. Clifford did not test well. According to Flaherty, it showed up in the cards. Who the do you think you are? You. Then 2 cards later, this is brilliant. This is genius. Composer Richard Gibbs said, "The response that came back on a lot of cards was that they wished he had died on that ride. They wanted the kid to die." The decision was made to soften the main character by adding the bookends, with the older Clifford, now a priest, telling his story to another troubled youth.
The other day he said I could be on the basketball team, and then he said I couldn't.
And you felt that blowing up the gymnasium was an appropriate response then?
Yes, I did.
By doing this, we the audience now know from minute 1 that all the terrible things Clifford does are okay. He becomes a priest! According to Flaherty, the kitchen scene with Clifford, Martin, and Sarah was added.
See, when you are looking at the baseball, look at it! Hit it!
And the ending was redone, including adding Martin and Sarah's wedding. I suspect the dialogue scene with Clifford and Martin after his rescue was also reshot to guide the film towards its moralistic ending.
You really are sorry? You know, sorrow is a human emotion. And as we know, you're not a human boy. You're just this destructive thing. Eventually, everyone just gets to hate you.
Beyond that, not much is known about the original cut of the film. The television version of Clifford adds a few deleted scenes. Most of them are cutting room fodder. But one is interesting. At the airport, Clifford pretends to be a deaf child in order to steal money from people. I think this scene hints at the type of darker humor that was probably more present in the original cut. But at the end of the day, Clifford needs to be likable, by gosh golly.
Where did you get that Walkman? Did you steal it? No. Oh my God! Is there no end to your madness?
According to Flaherty, the movie's original ending went like this. The original ending was Clifford parachuting out of a plane to get back to Dinosaur World. He went on to go to Hawaii with his parents, and he's kind of made up with Grodin. And then at one point, we cut to a shot of the empty sky. Then we just see Clifford's legs come into frame, and he's in a parachute, and he makes the Clifford face.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Get in the car.
The final movie does have its problems, but I still love it. Critic Roger Ebert hated this movie. Our opinions are polar opposite, yet I also agree with a lot of his review. He says, "What we have here is a suitable case for deep cinematic analysis. I'd love to hear a symposium of veteran producers, marketing guys, and exhibitors discuss this film. It's not bad in any usual way. It's bad in a new way all its own. There is something extraterrestrial about it, as if it's based on the sense of humor of an alien race with a completely different relationship to the physical universe. The movie is so odd, it's almost worth seeing just because we'll never see anything like it again. I hope.
Normally I would despise when someone ruffles my hair like that, Uncle Martin, but not when you do it.
I agree that this film should be studied. It probably should never have been made, particularly with a 40-year-old in the title role, but I'm so glad it was. It's weird, and I think we need more weirdness in cinema.
He almost seemed excited about it.
Fun fact, according to its Criterion release, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button was nearly made in the 1990s as a straight-up comedy starring Martin Short. We almost had a spiritual sequel to Clifford. This is Try Ply Video, and this has been my 2 cents.
I'm Larry, the scary Rex. I'm a scary dinosaur. But don't be scared, I'm a shark, shark.